Hello folks, we are starting with the exercise 5.3 and this exercise is much more simpler as compared to the earlier two exercises. We are doing part 1 here. They give us a quadratic equation and they ask us to solve it. Now it's nothing new, something that we have studied in our 10th standard. We have studied the quadratic formula which says that any quadratic equation can be solved by using the formula minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac by 2a, where a is a coefficient of x squared term, b is a coefficient of x term and c is a constant, whatever happens in that, assuming that equation is in x. So that was it. So we have to apply it over here. Only thing is that the root that we will be getting will not be a real number, it may be a complex number, that's all. So we are going to apply it over here. Like for example, let's take our question number 1. It reads that solve each of the following, that's how they say. And here now we are taking this equation 1 which says that the equation is x squared plus 3 equal to 0. So let's take the values here. Here a is 1, b is 0 and c is 3. So since we know the formula, x is minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac by 2a. Initial 1 or 2 problems, I'll write the formula, then maybe we will directly substitute, get the answer. In the exam, depending on the marks and what your teacher says, on the basis of that, you should decide whether you have to write this or not. So everything is going to be like that. Initial problems will be there with the formula. Later on, we try to do it directly, then in the exam we use our own discretion and solve the problems, whether to write the formula, which place to write, which place not to write and so on. So let's continue. So this is now minus b, that's 0, plus or minus, here also this is going to be 0, 4, a for us is 1 and c for us is 3, by 2a, 2 into 1, so 2 itself, plus or minus root of minus 12. We all know that root of minus 1 is I. So what will happen? By 2 of course. So we have it like plus or minus root 12 I, because root of minus 1 has become I. And this 2 is there over here. You can do whatever solving you want. This we know it is 4 into 3. Then that becomes root 4 into root 3. And root 4 we know is 2. So maybe 2 root 3 by 2I plus or minus. So this gets cut. You have your root as root 3i, plus or minus root 3i. That's the root of this equation. Quickly move to the next problem. 2x squared plus x plus 1 equal to 0. Here also we look out for these parameters and see what comes. Here a is 2, b is 1 and c is also 1. So how do we get the solution? Minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac by 2a. Let's see how to go about it. Minus b for us is minus 1 plus or minus root of b squared, which is 1, minus 4, a is 2 and c is 1 by 2 into 2. Let's see how this comes. Minus 1 plus or minus root of 1 minus 8 by 4. Quite simple. Minus 1 plus or minus root of minus 7 by 4. Minus 1 plus or minus, now root of minus 7 is 7, it is 7 into minus 1. So therefore you will get root 7 and root of minus 1 we will call it as I by 4. That's our root. Next we go to the next problem, third problem, same way, x squared plus 3x plus 9. Let's see how to go about it. A is 1, b is 3 and c is 9. So what is our value? It is minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac by 2a. When we work it out, it's minus 3 plus or minus root of 3 squared, 9. 4 into a is 1 and c is 9. And then you have 2a, which is 2. So it's minus 3 plus or minus 9 minus 36. 9 minus 36 is minus 27. So it's minus 27 by 2. Now we do that little bit of solving. Minus 27 is basically 3 into 3 into 3. If you take only 27. So when you take the root of this, it is going to be 3 root 3. Because the double 3 they come out and you get it as 3 root 3. So plus or minus 3 root 3 and root of minus 1 is I by 2. That's all. That's the root of this equation. We go to the fourth one and see what happens here. Here a is 1, b is 1 and c is minus 2. So how do we get the x value? It is minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac by 2a. So what will come? Minus b, minus 1, plus or minus b squared, 1, 4 into 1, c is minus 2 by 2a, which means it's 2 into 1, 2 itself. How does this work now? Minus 1 plus or minus 1 plus 8. B squared is 1 minus, yeah, I will have to check the question, fourth one. Yeah, there is minus x squared. So a is minus 1. So we have minus 1. So here there's a minus 1. So we have it like 4, 1 minus 8. So it's minus 7. 1 minus 8 minus into minus into minus becomes minus. So 1 minus 8 minus 7 by 2. That further solves to minus 1 plus or minus root 7. Root of minus 1 is I. So we have it substituted that way. We'll do the fifth question. X squared plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. X squared plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. Here, how do we have our ABC values? A is 1, B is 3, C is 5. So what happens to our x? Minus b plus or minus root of b squared, that is 9, minus 4ac. So 4 into 5, which is 20, by 2a, which is 2. 2 into a, 2 into 1 is 2. Now 9 minus 20 minus 11. So we have minus 3 plus or minus root of minus 11 by 2. Now that means minus 3 plus or minus root of minus 11 is root of 11 and root of minus 1, that is I. So you have it as root of 11 I by 2. That is our root. So these are our first 5 problems. Remaining problem we come in the next part of the video and solve it. Thank you.